Hey, yo, this is King Earner coming to you live and direct. I'm sitting here and I'm, thinking back over some things. And I wanted to point this out to the youngest, how dishonorable this Alpo guy is. He sought out, he waited for a time. He waited specifically for him to get the bricks from the boy Fritz. Think about it. Just listen, everybody, look, use your heads. Think about this real quick. What reason was he coming back actually to New York? His reason for coming back to New York, honestly, was because he's a spendthrift. He's that type of weirdo. Like, he spends all his money being the cutest and the coolest and hiring people playing this big boss. It always, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. It always was that saying. And because his honor really wasn't intact, he made up this whole big excuse about Rich Porter going and coming to him at a time where he was burning him with some connect, was giving him some Jones. Nah, the movie actually played out the part correctly. Dame Dash is not an idiot. He put it out there. Think about it. Look. They said, this is Alpo, said that Rich Porter was meeting up with him and he wanted to ask him a few questions because he wanted to see him face to face. And when he asked him the question face to face, he was wanting to see if he was going to lie to him about, when the boy was giving him the bricks and he wasn't breaking him off with them same bricks or hitting him off with something at the least. So he made that whole thing up about Rich Porter doing that only because he know the street value of good men. We understand us, the type of dudes, we understand the violation of a dude violating you based on disloyalty, So, what would we do? What would we say? What I would say in the beginning at first. I used to be like, man, he crossed him. He had no business even having a conversation with AZ in reference to the movie. He had no business even having a conversation without him to give him the Jones to take to him. So the rule was broken in reference to Alpo's story, and it would cause for him to die in real life if that was true. But ain't no truth to that. You see, the reason why there's no truth to that is because if you've been in the streets and you've been into the lifestyle like I used to be into it over 20 years ago, you would get an understanding of bullshit when you smell it. Because at one time or another, you may kick some bullshit. And honestly, to keep it 100 with you, that's what he done. Think about it. He shot the game to the real street dudes. Dudes grasped it before even knowing he was a rat. And now they ran with it. Like, no, Rich shouldn't have been stealing. But Rich wasn't stealing. Rich had the bricks from Fritz. His man give him the Jones to go in and get right. AZ was already tagged up. Niggas done disrespected him, shot him all up. So he couldn't help nobody. He was dead in the water. But Fritz say, situating. Alpo confused, like, damn, when he get the call, because Rich probably try and get rid of him right away. Can't trust nobody, can't really get with nobody to get him off like that in New York, and why not help my man out? So he goes to help this creep out, and when he does, main man blow his whole top off, keep the Jones so he can go back to D.C. and fly. It's like he's this guy when he's a cold coward. Everything about him is a lame. See, he's behind his rock now because I got word from Harlem that he was in the witness protection program, but because he started spreading himself so wide on social media, getting upset, going in Big Hit Gary DM, going in my DM, going to everybody DM, just talking. And I would never screenshot a person's DM because if whatever you're saying in that DM is serious, I want you to act it out. I don't want nobody to find it out. I want you to go for what you know, because although I don't promote violence, I promote defense to the highest degree. Yes, it's honor your life campaign. Of course, look at it. Get a good look. That's what it is. Honoring your life is protecting it, making sure the ones around you is sturdy, not letting these fuck boys know your move, not letting these kittens know anything that you got going on when it comes down to your life. But when you got individuals who is playing on people loyalty, and then that happens, you gotta look at it like the game is really over, like they said. There is no honor in the streets anymore. There is no individuals that we can call and you can say, look, I trust this person. Because at the end of the day, there's always an Alpo somewhere trying to reenact his actual character on Paid in Full. And there's always a Rich Porter, always trying to show some honor, always trying to restore it and make sure everybody cool. But when Rich got in this jam, don't nobody care if he got cool or not. That's the life. That's what you call the streets, youngin'. You know, you don't gotta have a master's degree in walking on that concrete or in that street to understand what was going on. And Alpo played the mind game on everybody when he done it. He played a mind game on you, me, and everyone else. You know why? Because he used a rule from the streets. If somebody taking something or keeping a brother of yours or a friend of yours, keeping something behind the back that you able to go ahead and do them greasy or whatever that nonsense is, he put that rule right in the face of good men, and good men bit it, not knowing this guy's a full rat. And some dudes, once it came all the way out, decided to stick with Cuz, decided to ride with it because of the animated part that he did play. All the souped up robes and all that, man. You broke, cousin. You know how you know you broke, and you know how you know these dudes is in an uproar is because of the money that they giving up for their story, the money that they receiving and taking for their story to be out there. No honor in these guys. Youngins, the first thing I tell you today, starting looking at me in my eyes, eye to eye, is get out the streets. I'm telling you that I struggled for a few years with my business, but now I'm starting to see a lot of revenue from it. The reason why is because I stuck through it, through heartaches and pains, people asking me why you ain't driving when I wasn't driving, to now not even going for the biggest, but only just so I can have and be able to adjust myself to understanding the legal life. You have to go through the pain. You have to understand or honor that paycheck that you're going to get, because if you don't, you're going to wind up a Rich Porter in a bad position. You can't end up like an Alpo because nobody honor is running that way no more. Am I correct or I'm not correct, youngins? We all got the understanding that we're stopping the whole act of the recycled crime. Recycled crime A gives us what? The understanding that an individual who is a criminal who invents the whole plot, crime, and all, tells on his friends that he brings upon the plot, and then tells the police more and more and more so he can go home a lot earlier, and he goes right back to the streets only to do the same crimes and the same things because the government has enabled him or her. But recycled crime B is an individual like myself who have went back and forth to jail, not getting the understanding right away, but once we are corrected, our main goal first always be to give back. And you can look that up anywhere you want to look it up, or you can run it down and see what's going on, but you're going to find out that those who done the wrong things and got locked up and may have been told on or wasn't told on tend to do the right thing after doing that time, after being reinvented back into society. Now, if you can't get that understanding of what I just said in one nutshell, I don't know what to tell you. All I can say is this, youngins, stay off the streets, man. Get your money, man. Go to work, come home, get your girl. Have a ball, man. You don't want to be in jail running around seeing dudes all day. You got to shower with men, walk past men. You got to do all this stuff. And even if you got the single showers, just the thought of having to just pay attention to this dude because I got to watch my back or because I'm getting it. Come on. All of it is weird, man. It's all weird. King Earn alive and direct.